So Donald Trump taking aim at Hillary Clinton in his victory speech last night, saying that she's a, quote, flawed candidate. Watch this.
I think the only card she has is the woman's card. She's got nothing else going. And frankly, if Hillary Clinton were a man, I don't think she'd get 5% of the vote.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders is a senior advisor for the Donald Trump campaign. Sarah, good morning. Good to see you back on the program again.
Good morning, Martha.
So what went through your mind when you heard that comment last night?
You know, unfortunately, I think he's right. Sadly, Hillary Clinton is the ultimate Washington insider, and in a year of the outsider, Donald Trump provides the best contrast. He's the ultimate outsider, and if Hillary Clinton wasn't a woman, I don't think she would be doing as well as she is. America is looking for somebody to come in and shake things up, and Hillary Clinton just cannot do that. And Donald Trump certainly can and has shown that he will, as we've seen over this election cycle.
Now, there's no doubt that she will embrace that part of her candidacy. Here she is last night.
Now, the other day, Mr. Trump accused me of playing the, quote, woman card. Well, if fighting for women's health care and paid family leave and equal pay is playing the woman card, then deal me in.
So, you know, you look at that comment and you look back at 2012, and that line of thinking helped the Democrats quite a bit in 2012. So what's your assessment of how that plays in the current electorate?
Look, I'm a woman, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and at the end of the day, the things that keep me up at night are who's going to keep my kids safe, who's going to keep our country safe, who's going to help grow our economy so that when my kids graduate, they're going to be able to find a job. Those are the things as a woman that I'm concerned about. Those are the things that I think the millions of women that have so far voted for Donald Trump and are supporting him are concerned about, and that's why I think he's doing so well. He's the only person that I think not just women but men feel comfortable and feel confident that will protect our borders, protect our country, protect our kids, and grow our economy. And those are the big issues of the day, and I think that's why he's doing so well.
You know, I think that's clearly true for the people who support him, and we saw last night that's a lot of people. On the Republican side, in the 5 states that we saw last night, he swept every county, which is a really remarkable outcome for the Trump campaign last night. When you look at the big picture in a general election and you look at women, how large do you think the sentiment of wanting to elect Hillary Clinton because she's a woman? You know, women who say, well, I have to vote for her. She's a woman. I'd love to see a woman president in my lifetime. How strong do you think that sentiment is out there right now, Sarah?
I don't think it's nearly as strong as the concern that every woman has about the future of our country. And again, I go back to the things that worry me as a woman are what kind of country and what kind of world are we going to pass down to our kids, and is there going to be anything left to give them? And to me, that's far greater than whether or not we get to have some historical barrier of a woman being in office. I want to know if my kids are going to have a job, not whether Hillary Clinton is. And so I think that at the end of the day, when women go into the ballot box and they cast a vote, that's what they're going to be thinking about, not about whether or not Hillary Clinton should be president, because I don't think most women certainly wouldn't want that for their kids and want that for the future.
There's some
I think, you know, one of the other things that we have to look at, Donald Trump isn't just doing well and didn't just have a great night last night, but he is 100,000 votes over what Mitt Romney did already in 2012 and John McCain in 2008. He's growing the party, he's expanding, and I think he's going to only continue doing that as we get closer to November.
Yeah, impressive numbers to be sure. Carly Fiorina, there is some speculation out there today that Ted Cruz may announce that she would be his running mate. Your thoughts on that?
You know, I think Carly's a great advocate and has been good for the voice in the Republican Party, but I think that this is just another desperate move by Ted Cruz. He's been mathematically eliminated from this race. I think he should do what he called on John Kasich to do and exit the race so that we can unify the party behind Donald Trump and set our sights on November so that we can defeat Hillary in the general election.
Mr. Trump was asked this morning if he would consider a woman as a vice presidential running mate. He said it's possible that there were a few people who came to mind when he thought about that. Would you, as an advisor to him, is that something that you would advise him to do?
You know, again, I don't think that we need to look at whether it's a woman or any other demographic qualification. I think what we need to look at is where they stand on the issues. Are they going to make our country better? Are they going to grow our economy? And are they going to make our borders secure? And are they going to make our country safer? And I think if that's what they fit into, then absolutely. And I think men, women, all should be certainly considered.
Yeah, so best person for the job is the major qualification in your mind, and the rest is comes after that. Sarah, thank you so much. Good to see you again.